For this I was born.
So do you become that protective after you pet him, thinking you're telling him to become protective?
Oh, that's a good question. They said he, when they took him out for a walk or whatever playtime.
Yeah, playtime session.
The guy turned around, picked up his poop and turned around and kind of nipped it, but didn't break the skin.
For this I came into the world.
Good. So I'm here to pick up a Corso, and there's a lawn crew. But the reason that I'm mentioning this is because I can hear a dog barking. I'm not sure if that's their dog or not though. But it's kind of awesome that I'm here when the lawn crew is here, because it's going to give me an opportunity to see how this dog behavior is with strangers. Yeah, so let me reach out to them, let them know that I'm here, see if the dog comes out. Good, 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 good. Oh, hey, how you doing, sir? Awesome. Was that him barking?
Yeah.
That's him barking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was he barking at me or barking at the lawn crew or both?
Probably
How you doing?
both.
ErwinValderramos, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
I'm excited, man.
Oh yeah,
Yes, sir. I was so I had to stop myself from asking you to send me a picture or video, because I like to just go in blind.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know you mentioned, and your wife did as well, that he's fickle about his food. Yeah, eating.
Yeah. So I got a couple of different things.
That's typically though when he's boarding, yes.
Yeah,
when you guys are home, he's eating good.
Yeah,
okay, that's what I figured. I inferred that, and I was going to ask about that. So right now he's not looking. He's been boarding for a while. You just picked him up.
I just picked him up from about maybe 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
And he, you know, I know he's not. He's going to town.
Okay, really quickly, sir, just for training wise, does he come out to? Ooh, what a bark! Does he come out over here at all?
No.
No. So he doesn't spend any time out there. Okay, just basically in here. Oh man. Oh, how beautiful. He's got a beautiful color. Good, 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 good. Hey, handsome. Oh, he looks like he's been eating though. Hi. Good, 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 good. Wow, he's beautiful, man. Oh, I got the feels. I got goosebumps. Oh, he's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh. All right, so see, this is interesting because did he become that protective after you pet him, thinking you're telling him to become protective?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because you see how there seems to be a complete change in his demeanor. Do you know what I mean? He went from like almost looking like he wanted me to pet him. So a lot of times this is what I tell people. We have to be careful of when we interact with our dog, because whatever thought they are having in their head when you touch them, you're reinforcing.
I got you.
So if he was having an unlovely thought, like thinking, you know what, man, I like the way this guy smells, and then you pet him, good sit. You're reinforcing it.
Gotcha.
So do you know that's why a lot of times people say, oh, and I don't know if you said this or not, I always tell people you're innocent in all this, because sometimes people will say, I didn't socialize them like I should have. Yeah. Well, may I tell you, socialization only works if you have like a golden retriever or something. Okay. Because that dog is likely always having lovely thoughts. But when you have a warrior dog like this,
okay, I got you.
He could sit. You don't know what he's thinking about.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Man, he's got a big old mouth. Okay, he's got a big ass mouth. So, but again, I'm not here because he's aggressive.
No, he's not aggressive.
He was a little nippy, but it might be like playfully nippy. Yeah. Hello, how are you doing?
That's my wife.
Oh man, all right, let's see how the interaction. This dog is a lot, yeah. I got goosebumps. No, man, I got goosebumps. He give me the feels. Because they look, and this is why I'm glad I got this on video. What happened was, so we came out and he was acting like he knew me, like he said, man, I've been watching you on YouTube, exciting and stuff. And then Dad went over there and touched him, and as soon as Dad touched him, he just lit up. Well, he's like, none of that, yeah? Yeah, so he got protected. This is what I was explaining about a dog's behavior, yes? And I again, people will say, well, sometimes I don't have enough time to socialize with my dog. Socialization works with a golden retriever or a Labrador dog that's always having lovely thoughts. Because with a dog, if you pet them, whatever thought they are having, lovely or unlovely, it doesn't matter. Objectively speaking, there is no good or bad, I guess. So whatever thought the dog is having when you pet them, you're reinforcing it. So like sometimes people will say, my dog's afraid of thunder. Well, more than likely when your dog starts to show fear or shake from the thunder, good sit, you're likely petting the dog trying to comfort them, but it's not a child. So what happens is when you're petting and comforting them, they think you're also nervous and afraid. Do you see what I mean? So, so just a little while ago on the phone, Mom told me that he's peculiar about the dark. All right,
Yeah,
like a dog
he
is funny. All right.
Yeah,
So there's I love shit like that. All right. So, but you know what, man? I tell you, if I had to guess, and I might be wrong, but if I had to guess, whenever you guys would sense that he was afraid about going in that room, you guys maybe would try to comfort him or coddle him. Do you know what I mean? So that creates a monster.
Okay.
So believe it or not, like, I'm gonna try that around my house too. I'm gonna take him near a dark room, and when I see that he's nervous about it, I'm gonna shove him in there. Nothing to be afraid of. And maybe he might find a treat or something in there, yes? So right now he seems to be acting a little bit calmer than he was a little while ago. And good down, my love. Handsome. Good down. He's a beautiful color. He's gorgeous. He's like man, he's gorgeous. He's beautiful. He looks like he's a pretty good size to me. Yeah, it looks like he's been eating okay. So typically you guys he's a little heavier than that, yeah?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because he's not really underweight. Yeah, but he's damn. Okay, so he fills out more. Yeah, so a cool little spot that you guys have here for him. How often does he spend time in here?
It depends. Only we have company. We'll let him roam a little bit in the back.
Okay.
And, you know, he was chewing up stuff, so we had to build this here for him.
Okay, so he does roam the yard here?
Whole yard, and he's
Okay.
very protective of it.
Okay, but is he also an inside dog?
Yes, it's nice to bring him in.
Okay.
And,
Let him run around, and then we're going to be able to put him in his little cage inside the house.
Okay, so it seems like he still has those beautiful testicles, yes? Is he marking? Does he hike his leg inside the house?
no, he didn't do anything.
No?
He doesn't pee in.
Does he hike his leg out here?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Okay.
When he goes pee. Yeah.
Set his territory, we're going to walk in or whatever, yeah.
He'll hike his leg when you walk in? Okay. When you take him for a walk, if you encounter another dog or a human, well, how does he behave?
I mean, he's real calm. He's not.
Is he?
He's not really aggressive with him.
Okay.
He likes other animals, and it's something when my mom brought her dog over.
Okay.
He
What kind of dog
like,
was that?
A little small, little
Shih Tzu?
Shih Tzu.
Oh, a little one? Okay.
And he was like, I don't know, not in his territory.
Okay. So he didn't appreciate that, yeah?
Yeah, he didn't.
All right, good shit. Okay. Yeah, he's beautiful. He's got a massive chest. Man, look at that chest. And he's got a big mouth. Big bite. I'm trying to say mouth. He's got a huge mouth. Okay. So is he only coming inside then in the evening time?
In the evenings.
Okay.
Or in the evenings when
Okay.
or it's cold or something. It's just being. We normally leave him out there about right before dark, maybe.
How difficult is it to get him in here?
That's
All right.
yeah, that's the
Oh,
problem.
man.
Got treats. I have to give treats, even though I know it's not normal.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
And let me be honest with you, yeah? If the only problem you're having is that he won't go into this kennel without treats, save yourself some money and just keep, a box of treats stocked, yeah?
Okay.
If the dog will jump in here every time for a treat, regardless of the distraction, then there's nothing wrong with doing that. It actually
takes a
saves you
while,
money.
though.
Yeah.
Takes
But
a
if
while.
So we put the treat in.
but if
He's
the
gonna
treat is
walk around.
conditional, no, it's conditional.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure it's a good enough treat or
Yeah,
something.
he's
but
checking it out.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So he's
You
not
gotta give him a
jumping.
taste, though. I throw him a taste, and then I throw him. If he like it,
Yeah.
he'll-
So all this stuff I'm going to work on. So this is what I'm talking about, end dates. Yes, you know how I was telling you, ambiguous when we're going to be ending because
Can I give him water?
you can. So what we're going to do though is I'm going to work on this while he's with me, but in order for the translate, I have to do it a little bit here with him as well. Do you understand what I mean? And because you guys are local and you're in an extended program, this is what I was talking about of how we're going to do it. Your program might be different because I might want to bring him out here and just work him out here by himself. And then if I take him, he might be depressed again for a week.
It's funny.
Do you know what I mean?
When I used to work in the school district, I was a behavior specialist.
Okay.
Behavior
Yeah.
modification.
Yeah. I
And
love
I used
behavior.
to tell teachers when I come in your room, I give the directive, but the kids gonna listen to me, and I leave. That still takes the power away from you, the teacher. So they have to teach the teacher how to have that classroom.
Exactly. And some of that also, may I tell you, is the moral climate. So what I mean by this is that it's kind of like, let's say that you have a kid that might be unruly at home, right? But you've done a pretty good job with the foundation, but might be a little unruly at home. You send him off to stay with an aunt and uncle that he doesn't really ever know. That kid is going to behave a little bit better because he's not comfortable yet there. But if he goes with an aunt and uncle that he's with all the time and kind of takes for granted, they're going to act up very, very quickly like with grandma and grandpa because they feel comfortable. So a lot of times what happens with dogs is that the trainers don't give them enough time to acclimate. So see, before I start bossing him around or pushing him around, I'm going to make him understand that I like him, so that we're basically that I'm not trying to shove him or change him. So I'm going to change him indirectly. And these are like the things that I was talking about. So not only am I going to be, pardon me?
If call it the honeymoon period.
Exactly. So see, a lot of dogs, believe it or not, and I get this a lot from people, right? They'll say, we adopted a dog and he was the best dog the first month, but now he's horrible. You know why he's horrible? Because the honeymoon period is over. Now he's starting to show you his true self. So I have a honeymoon period with all the dogs. This is why I was telling your husband when he first called, listen, I have a 3-week program, but 3 weeks is really not enough because there's still a honeymoon period there. Like you need at least 21 days. On top of the fact that I'm not only going to be doing what every other trainer is doing. You know, most trainers stop at let's call it operant conditioning. So they stop there. I'm actually going to be doing I'm going to be diverging from that. So in other words, not only am I going to be doing operant conditioning, but I'm also going to be doing, you know, continuous reinforcement schedules with him, and then going into a schedule that is intermittent. And in order to get to that intermittent schedule of reinforcement, there has to be time, right? So like what I mean by that is, so like right now, every time that I've seen him sit, I'm telling him good sit. Doesn't have any value for me right now.
Well, let me say this. He is trained. He knows. Like,
yes, ma'am.
But he knows how to lay. He knows how
there's
to
a difference
stay.
between knowing and doing it.
Yeah, that's
Do you see what I mean? So
chooses.
Exactly. I call it sinning because in reality, it seems like the only sin in life is knowing what to do and not doing it. So he's just sinning because he knows. And people a lot of times don't understand this, yes? They think, well, if I teach, you know, people will call me with a dog that's misbehaving and they'll think the dog, like, and other trainers will perpetuate this myth that the dog needs to learn how to sit, heel, stay, and down. Well, may I tell you, that doesn't change behavior. That's like having an educated asshole. You can have somebody that's very educated but has a grouchy temperament, right? So what I'm going to be doing with him is, you know, letting him pass that honeymoon period, but also teaching him through, this is what I was mentioning to your husband, is habituation. You know, where it's just becoming natural. So like most trainers, you're going to see them like put the dog on the leash, tell the dog to sit, tell the dog to heel, tell the dog to sit when they come to a stop. Well, man, I tell you, I'm going to do that very rarely with him. He already understands a lot of those things, but I'm going to make it so that he understands that's the role he has to play. This is how we move as a pack.
Right.
And in order to get there, I need him to, number one, trust me, and number two, start to see. So I'm just going to wear him down in the same way that the Grand Canyon was worn down.
And another
you know?
thing that we did, and I think probably, I don't know if it's wrong, but as a puppy, we play with him. My son plays football. So,
okay.
And so they would play football. He would get, you know, and run and
I love that. Yeah, yeah.
control. So we try to chase him, or he'll chase, you know. So he thinks we're playing all the time. I think.
Maybe, but let's think about how your son benefited from that more than how the dog didn't benefit from it. Yes, because I tell you the truth, you didn't do anything wrong. A different puppy from the same litter could have produced different results. In fact, I would say that if you're playing football with him, that could increase a dog's recall, their desire to come around you. See, and it's perspective. So the only thing that I would say maybe could have for sure helped the situation. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you're out there and you love to play football. You love Corsos and football. So you're out here playing football with your Corso. If you're playing football with your Corso, and every time your Corso starts to chase you, you praise them with good come close or good come here, you're making a word association and building a vocabulary. So believe it or not, when I'm with him, I'm not going to be calling him to me all the time because he's not going to listen to me. I'm going to be making myself seem attractive by whatever reason or the other, or whenever he happens to come towards me in the very beginning, in the honeymoon period, I'm going to be praising him for coming to me. Whenever I'm going to do a lot of hanging out with him. And whenever we're hanging out, if I see him sit, I'm going to tell him, good sit, like I've been doing now. You know, I'll interrupt myself in speech to tell the dog. Because listen, just like with children and dogs, they thrive in a large community of acknowledgement and affection. So I'm going to start off with that foundation. So I'm going to be cold with him, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, this dog's not going to get any love and affection from me unless he sits. And I'm not going to ask him to sit. He's going to learn through example. So I'll give you an example. I'm hanging out with him, okay? And even if he comes up to me and brings the ball up to me or wants to play with me, I'm going to ignore him. I'll ignore him. It might be 2 days or I'm just ignoring him. I'm out there, but I'm aware of him. He's in my peripheral vision. You know what I mean? If I happen to see him sit, I'm going to come alive. Oh my God, what a good sit. Do you see what I mean? And then I'm going to go and pet him and reward him for it. A smart dog very quickly is going to start to realize, man, every time I put my butt on the ground, this guy comes alive. Do you see what I mean? So that's how I
get him off the leash. It's going to be hard.
Oh, it's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be exactly what I'm going to do. You know?
Hey, fool. Yeah, I got you. Thank you.
And I always say this, is I'm going to focus a lot off the leash with him because I'm not just working on the leash. And I tell you the truth, yes, a dog's life lessons are caught off leash more than they can be taught on the leash. So in the beginning, you know, and I tell you, when I show up to my place, he's going to see right now, you let him loose, he's going to be more interested in me and the other servicemen here more than anything else. Because we're new, we're in his territory, we're in his space. Did we pee over there? There's sensory overload almost. But when he comes to my place, he's going to want to go and pee over where other dogs pee. I'm less of an interest, I'm lower value. Do you understand what I mean? So that's what's going to happen. So while I'm out there and I'm low value to him, whenever he does start to come around and I see him sit or I see him lay down, I'm going to praise him. He's going to understand, for a lack of a better term of saying it, how the heavens open and I respond to him or I pay attention to him. Do you know what I mean? So that's how we started all off. And in no time at all, dogs, sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's 2 weeks, dogs randomly, whenever we make eye contact, they'll sit. Because they start realizing now when I sit, it makes this guy excited. Yeah. Do you understand what I mean? And listen, it would work with you all here now. Yeah. If all of you guys from now on start ignoring him completely and not giving away any free affection like Mom just did, nothing wrong with it, right? He's going to start working for it. Exactly. Do you see what I mean? So, same thing with my dogs. Let's say you guys would have said, well, we want to come over and check out one of your dogs and everything. I can do shenanigans to make my dog on point, not feed him for 2 or 3 days and make him work hungry, not give him attention. So do you see what I mean? So this is going to be a real life application. Good, handsome, good sit. Good, good, good. Real life application in terms of how we do it. Now, that being said, that gate over there is open, yes?
Yeah, it's open.
So, oh, it's always open?
No.
He won't go past it. Even if it's open, we have that friend, he doesn't like to leave the house.
That's what I was going to ask. So he has a small radius.
Yeah, this is it. This
okay.
Is he don't want to leave.
So he has a small radius.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic news. I thought it was going to be the opposite.
No, yeah.
So then...
but when he gets out, if you're not on, it's not on leash. If he's not on leash, it's hard to. He doesn't come when you tell him to come.
Like
So,
we try to take him out to the front.
So he doesn't come when you say come. He'll come every now and then when he wants you to pet him. But when you say, "Hey, King, come here," he's like.
In what environment, sir? So like.
Just any environment.
Here?
That's why we don't let him off the leash.
So if we were to go to an open field right now.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't.
And you cut him loose.
Don't do that.
What happens? He's gone.
He'll run around. He'll run around in circles, and you'll be trying to chase him back to get him.
He won't go far though.
They won't go far, but you still wouldn't let him off the leash.
Yeah, because you don't have control over him. Yeah.
If he's like my mom's dog, if you let that dog loose,
gone. Yeah. So he's not that dog. So he has a small radius. Right. And I would imagine in a scenario I just asked you about, if you guys were to start walking away, he's eventually going to look for you and follow you.
No, he's gonna follow us.
So that's a good thing. He has a small radius. Yeah. He just doesn't. He thinks he knows better. So this is what I'm talking about. Yes, we're going to introduce his recall. His recall is going to improve from a lot of reasons. Yes, like I said, because of the conditioning and everything that we're going to be doing, but also because we're going to teach him and make him understand that he's going to have faith in you, whereupon you understand the situation better than he does. For the same reason that you tell your children don't cross the street without looking both ways. You know, it's because I know better ultimately. It's dangerous, but I know better. Okay? So those are the things. When you guys do walk him, is this the collar you're using on him?
Yeah, I have a couple of those too.
Okay.
But I use the retractable leash.
Okay. You know. And how is he on a walk? Is he pulling?
Yeah, he'll pull every now and then, but I'll pull him back. You know.
After he gets tired, you have to pull.
Okay, yeah. Especially on the way back home. Yeah? Okay, so he's not pulling there.
But he knows he's not to.
Okay. And in this yard here, it's just difficult to get him back in here.
Yes.
Okay. And
he knows that he don't want to be in. He want to run around and do, do his little thing.
Well, and you know, I'm going to recommend you guys some things like things that I'm going to be doing that are going to make coming in here a positive instead of necessarily a negative. Oh, that'd be perfect. Yeah. But the other thing is too, believe it or not, he's taking this as a loss of freedom, and instead of a place, an opportunity place. Like, so what I mean by that is, yes, sir. So like, let me keep it real. When he comes back home, you're going to benefit tremendously by bringing him in here and giving him like a raw frozen chicken thigh leg quarter. It's not something you want to give him in the house, and that'd be perfect to give him in here. Do you see what I mean? So, and that doesn't mean you're going to do that every time, but I mean doing those type of things, like other than giving him a treat to, I guess, lure him in here, what other things would you guys say he associates positively with this enclosure? None. So you see what I mean? So throwing a chicken thigh leg quarter in there once a day, even if he's already in there, and you just give it to him to cool down, like a frozen one, raw, it's going to beef him up, plus his jaw's going to get bigger. That's going to make this more of a positive place than it is now. Right now, he just views it as a negative, as a negative loss, meaning.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and see, and that could be maybe because he's feeling a little bit warm, so it cools him down. But see, like that's a dominance behavior because he keeps marking that one spot. Okay, so that's a dominance behavior. That might just be to make maybe wanting to pee close to me. Has he ever peed on anybody? Okay, yeah, some dogs do that. Not too many of them. All right, and he's definitely still intact. And please remind me, how old is he?
12 months.
Oh, really? He just hit 12 months, huh?
12 months, 13 months, 12 months.
Okay, so he just hit a year in February.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So he's not done growing yet. Okay, very, very good. And how often do you guys feed him?
Feed him twice a day.
Okay, are you feeding him in here?
No, I feed him up by the door.
By the door? Okay.
I just bring the water in here because
okay.
The weather's hot. I make sure he has plenty of water.
I tell you the truth, he's not underweight. Yeah. So if he's skinny right now for you all, then he's definitely eating better when you guys are around. But he looks to be in pretty good shape. Yeah, and I think he is going to get a little bit thicker with me for sure. How are you guys with when you feed him? Are you embellishing his meal with anything?
Oh yeah, I got some stuff. I'll give it to you.
Some supplements, okay. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, he looks fantastic. I think we're going to do a very good job. So his main issues are he just doesn't listen.
Yeah, he don't listen.
Yeah, specifically off the leash.
Off the leash.
And then a little bit too boisterous, yes?
Yeah, and what happens is he jumps on, he jumps up on you. And,
jumping like at the staff there at the boarding place.
Yeah, that's why I like, hey,
and nipping at them.
Yeah, nipping.
So what did they specifically say about you? Like he was just, about him rather?
Well, they said when they took him out for a walk or whatever, playtime.
Yeah, playtime session.
The guy turned around, picked up his poop and turned around and kind of nipped it, but didn't break the skin and nothing. It's just more like a playful nip.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he does that to you all. Okay.
Yeah. So just make it just more.
So it wasn't an attack.
No. He jumps up on people. Jumps up on them.
Yeah, no, he's a big boy. Well, see, he would have tried to attack me there, and he's not looking to attack. Yeah, man, this is intimidating. I'm not gonna lie, he's big, and he's got a big mouth, and it opens wide. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's looking. It's a good thing, yeah. Yeah.
Putting some more bars on there. Top over it.
Oh yeah. Even the yes, ma'am. And then you just want to be careful that you don't make one that he can jump on to jump out of. You know what I mean? Like you put an igloo in here, a regular doghouse. He's gonna figure that out. And I tell you, those things are tough to break. I'll prove it to you. Yes, like police canines, considered to be some of the best trained dogs. There's a reason there's a shield, a divider, in every one of those canine units, all right? Because there's no amount of training that's going to keep a dominant dog out of the front seat. He's going to want to jump out there, right?
Exactly.
So same thing. And I do personally have dogs that respect it, and he will respect it with me, but that's a different type of thing. A lot of times those canine dogs have just tremendous, crazy drives. Speaking of drives, is he food motivated at all?
What you say food?
Like treats, like how crazy is he for treats?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of treats for him too. So
and he loves treats, okay.
Yeah, he loves treats.
And then how?
What else I use? These treats.
Is he toy motivated at all? Like, does he like to play?
He's a little bone.
So
okay.
He has a bone, or we gave him probably shouldn't have gave him some old shoes. Again, he used those for us to play.
Okay. All right. So.
He's gonna get it for us and bring it to us, and let us know he's ready to play.
Okay. And then, like, what about balls? Has he ever had any balls? You like balls?
I just threw all the balls back over the fence.
Okay.
There's a little white ball. I get the whole yard for him. I just throw it.
Okay.
Anything you throw, he's gonna get it.
Okay. And he likes to chase things.
Yeah.
Okay.
He likes breaking up sticks.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So sticks on the ground and stuff could be a blessing because he's just breaking them up. But and it saves you money on having to destroy things. So he does for sure need some edibles. So that's a good chew toy for him. But he does need some edibles. I'm going to be providing him some edibles while he's with me during the stay.
That's something too.
So this is the thing, yeah. So this program is going to be a total minimum of 3 months.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna forget about it.
No, sir. But this is the thing it's in our approach where I want to be malleable. In other words, so like if I have, like let's say once he starts getting on a roll, if I have a month of pure success with him, I'd want to bring him home for a week test run so that I can, do you see what I mean? Instead of just blindly going on with success.
Yeah, he's real smart, so I think he's going to go through your program. I mean, he's
so, yes, ma'am.
Dogs that have been around, so what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully he's bad. Hopefully he's bad, okay? Because if he's good, then it's hard to work on things, all right? It's like having somebody in therapy that isn't being forthcoming. You know what I mean?
They leave home, they be different.
Hell yeah, I need him to be bad, all right? I need him to be act out, boy. Yes, ma'am.
She was so sweet, and her name was Precious.
Well,
found out she was barking and terrorizing everybody else.
Was she really? Awesome. Well, you know,
and she put her head down.
Oh no. Well, this is the thing. A lot of times people will tell me, oh, he's a smart dog, you're gonna have an easy time. Well, the smarter the dog, the harder they are to train. Because it's kind of like having a dog that's like Einstein and questioning why is 2 + 2 4.
Look at him, he dug all the grass out. Look, all the grass
Yeah.
scratching out.
See, that's behavior, because he's kind of scratching around where he was peeing.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So this behavior means something. You know what it means, I'm not completely sure, yeah? And so see, this would be like wanting to dig out, but that right there, it might just be that he's trying to look for a cool spot. You know, I also noticed, unless you guys are doing a really great job of keeping this picked up, he just doesn't go potty in here much?
Oh no.
He won't poop in here?
Probably all, I got to
Oh, power.
see all this stuff on
Yes, sir? Okay.
track. So
he's very clean then?
Yeah.
Okay. He's very clean, yeah. And he has been, other than that one Shih Tzu that he didn't like, he's been around other dogs and had a decent time, yeah?
Walking out there, he doesn't take.
No, he doesn't do anything, but we haven't had him around
The dog park or anything like that?
Because, yeah, we haven't taken him to the dog park because he doesn't mind good enough to do that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, damn. Man, there's a first for everything. Well, you know what? I'm going to say, yes, ma'am. I'm about to say, yeah. So what that meant was that was his way of saying I'm looking for a place to drop one where I can bury it.
See, what happened
It's okay.
I brought him in early this morning.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know. Now we know. In the future, if he's doing that, you know it's time to bring him out. He doesn't normally eat it, does he?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right.
Not that we see. So,
Okay. I just saw you snap your fingers at him.
because he
and
was
was just
sniffing on
sniffing. Okay. So see, now he's probably wondering how he's going to get it in here. He realizes his aim is off. Dang, that's what that means. So see, in the future.
He communicates well.
Yes, ma'am. Well, and they would communicate. He wasn't sharing his thoughts with us, but we saw a physical manifestation of his thought.
He didn't want to do
drop
it.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
he didn't want to do it.
No, that's what he was trying to do.
That's
Damn. I just asked you all. Yeah, because I was thinking that.
He likes
So,
this little.
yeah, no, he's probably trying to cover it up now. Yeah, he's probably trying to cover that poo up like a cat. He is very cat-like. Okay, so may I ask you, was it time were you already scheduled to pick him up, or did you have to pick him up because he was being naughty?
No, I picked him. See, they were supposed to groom him and stuff before I picked him up that Monday, but they said, nah, man. And I was embarrassed anyway.
Oh my God.
By him, his action.
Humiliated, huh?
Yeah, because I know he needs to be,
Yeah.
better than what he's been doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he had only been there that morning, then you're saying?
No, he's been there for about 3 days.
So he
4 days.
was going to get like an exit bath, like a grooming,
exit bath, yeah.
Okay. And then they were just like, we can't do it.
Yeah, I was like, don't even worry about it.
Okay.
She said they was biting. I was like, come on here.
Okay. So then how is he? Have you guys tried to give him a bath here at home yourselves?
Yeah, I give him baths.
How does? Oh, he does. He is.
Yeah.
He just wasn't good with a stranger giving him a bath there.
Well,
okay.
Well, see, the problem was he had nipped the people already, and I didn't want them to nip somebody else.
Yeah.
In the process. So I just brought him on home.
Okay. Fantastic. I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and let's put him on this leash, please. Then.
Okay. So we'll take the collar off.
Yes, sir. I would like that. And then we're gonna put him on that. Then we're gonna see just kind of quickly how he behaves there, and then we're gonna wrap it up. That's a big dog, but that kind of makes him look small. So don't let it fool you, because he's a big boy. What does he weigh? Do y'all know?
Right about 90 pounds.
Oh yeah, he's a good size. He's a year old. He's still gonna grow more. Yeah, hell yeah. I could tell he's a baby. Honestly, I thought you were gonna tell me he's 10 months old. He still looks like a stripling. Like he looks like a little sapling. He's a baby.
Yeah, he wiggles.
Yeah.
All of them wiggles?
Yeah, a lot of them. Man, he's really beautiful. I got the feel. I got goosebumps. Oh, hey, beloved. Oh man, you let me touch you. Good, my love.
Thank you.
Qué bonito, mi amor.
You want to hold it?
No, let me see how he is just with you here a little bit.
He does pretty bad.
You let me touch him. Awesome. He's power. Yeah, he's beautiful. He's got a. Man, I don't know. I honestly was imagining like a dog, like kind of looking a little skinny and stuff, just because not eating. He looks good. He's got some thick back legs.
Yeah, he don't like being out in the sun. That's why he coming to cool down.
Yeah. Okay. So So out here, is he allowed on his furniture? What's going on out here with all this
Yes.
stuff? Okay.
And see, normally I took all the pillows up.
Yes, sir.
Because he would take them and out there in the yard and lay on them. But he lays on the furniture.
And then so no wrong answers. And no offense, is this his tinkle or not?
No, it's
This is us. Okay. This is us. So is he it doesn't smell like dog back here, so I will be honest with you. He's not hiking his leg on the poles, on the post or anything? Okay. Not around those things?
Yeah, he goes normally out.
If you had to guess, do you think he's reached sexual maturity? So sexual maturity, a lot of times dogs, they're hiking their legs on things, they're doing those type of things.
No, I don't see him doing much of that.
Okay.
Because he's just doing the peas he does. But
okay, yeah. He's being mouthy, huh? Being nippy with people, huh? Good. Yeah, he's beautiful. Yeah. So hopefully he'll, he won't be on his best behavior. I need him to back up so I can work on it. Okay, that's the main thing. Oh, good down. Oh, he's tired.
Yeah, he's
all right.
tired.
Good,
that's why I put a shade over that because he needs to get out the heat. He wants that.
Okay, perfect.
Because he'll lay here and sleep all day on that little black mat behind you.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm very excited to have him enrolled in my program, and he is going to be with me a minimum of 3 months. Listen, if I feel like he needs an additional week or two, or hell 3, I'm going to recommend it, and I'm not going to charge you for it. I tell you the truth, yeah. If I feel like that's going to make a world of difference, I want to make a world of difference. You could get the same results you're going to get from this program if he was only with me for 3 weeks, but it would require you to bring him out to me like twice a week for an hour training class, and then you put in the work Monday through Friday. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of repetition, a lot of habit forming, and we just have to, it's kind of like a lifestyle change. He's beautiful, he almost blends in with this, yes?
Yeah, basically.
So 3 months, so stick around and see how we're going to make it happen. If you're going to be with me a month, come home for a week, come back a month, we're going to see. We're going to try our very best to be malleable and do what's the very best for him so we can have an effective training program. That's one of the benefits of being so close to me, yeah? I'm excited, yeah, I'm excited to have a dog this close. Awesome, huh? Thank you all so much for watching, especially since you stuck around until the very end. How beautiful. Good. If you haven't already, please do subscribe and call the bell, specifically so you'll watch the next video in his training session. In fact, the video I'm about to shoot when I get there and have him and introduce him to my dogs. It's gonna be fun, yeah? Awesome. My name is ErwinValderramos. I'm the Dog Messiah. I'm the lover of dogs and persons. Oh, he loves mama. Good. Yeah. Handsome. Power. Man, he's got a big one. Oh, look. Oh, they're starting to get... All right, hold your ground, yeah? Let's see what he does. I'm the Dog Messiah. And make no mistake.
For this I was born.
For
this I came into the world.
Handsome. Ooh, you know what? Like, I know dogs, but it's intimidating looking at him. It makes me jump on my word. It's his eyes and just the way he looks. He has like an intensity about him, yeah? Awesome. Good. Power. Good down, my love. Good. This dog has legit learned the power of his speed. He loves to be chased. So the one thing that he wants me to do, I'm not going to do. Good pick up. Smart. Good drop it. Handsome. Very handsome. Good. So whenever he's been hell putting him back up because he just runs, especially if he sees the leash. So that's the very first thing I'm going to be working on. I'm going to start off by using, I guess, so whenever he sees the leash and he runs, that's classical conditioning. Same thing that happens if your dog sees the leash and gets excited and runs up to you because they assume they're gonna go on a walk. So this dog, when he sees the leash, he's classically conditioned to think that he's gonna lose his freedom, which is probably when most of the time he's being leashed at the kennel or at home. So be ye angry and sin not. Don't let the sun go down upon your wrath. Instead, you must be still, commune with your own heart upon your bed, and be silent. And as with all things, when you do it, you must be intense in the doing it. If you are lukewarm, you're told in Scripture, I will spew you out. Be it that ye are either hot or cold, but because thou art lukewarm, I will spew you out. You can't accomplish shit in this world if you're tepid and timid. You must be intense about everything that you want. Set yourself on fire and the world will follow. You are called to dominate the earth. Bless you all.